Hello everyone, this is Dino Chris from Prehistoric Facts, and you can see here we're going to start Prehistoric Facts special episode number 115. Now let me actually get started with just by telling you that this is going to be a new format for most of the special episodes. Nearly every single special episode will be in a PowerPoint format. Extra episodes will have a few PowerPoint presentations, but few will still have me in front of the camera, so don't worry about that. And the Q&A episodes will still be in the original format of me in front of the camera, so it'll still be the same way as it is, so don't worry about it. And we'll continue on to the episode, and the dinosaur that we're actually going to be talking about today is Dreadnoughtus. So you can see here is the artist rendition of Dreadnoughtus right there. Now some facts about Dreadnoughtus. Dreadnoughtus, the name meaning fear nothing. Length of it, 85 feet, so 26 meters. Height, 20 feet, 6 meters. Weight, 42 tons, 84,200 pounds. That's pretty heavy. Lived in the late Cretaceous period, 84 to 66 million years ago. Found in Argentina in 2005. And the diet of this animal is a herbivore, and it belongs to the sauropod family group of titanosaurs. So you can see here on the upper left corner, you can see the map of South America. You can see where Argentina is, so that's where Dreadnoughtus lived. And on the bottom right corner, you can see the silhouette or artist rendition of the skeleton of Dreadnoughtus. And so you can see not a lot of bones have been found of Dreadnoughtus, and so the most of the neck and head is missing, but the torso, some of the legs, and even most of the tail has actually been found. So we don't know what the skull looks like, and also we don't know what the shape, most of the neck shape is going to be. But we actually do know that it does walk on 4 legs, like most sauropods do. And since when it was discovered, there was a bit of controversy about how big or how heavy this animal really was. And so we actually have an idea now of like how heavy Dreadnoughtus is, but it is not really large. So it is not going to be as big as Argentinosaurus or Patagotitan. So that to get that cleared up. The environment in which Dreadnoughtus lived in, it was a very warm and humid climate, lots of ferns and cycads and flowers. And as of course in the time of the dinosaurs in the Mesozoic, no grass was around during that time. And conifer trees were very abundant in the late Cretaceous in time of Dreadnoughtus, and also we have leafy trees were also abundant as well. And other animals that actually lived in the environment of Dreadnoughtus, we have a lot of insects, we have amphibians, reptiles, and mammals, and of course other dinosaurs. Some other dinosaurs like Saltosaurus, another type of titanosaur, a tad bit smaller than Dreadnoughtus, not as long as Dreadnoughtus, and not as heavy as Dreadnoughtus. And so we actually have a couple of other sauropods that actually lived in the same time as Dreadnoughtus. Now the behavior of Dreadnoughtus is it will be living in medium-sized herds, so not very large herds. So considering of its body size, it will actually be living in some small into medium-sized herds, not very really large herds like some of the duck-billed dinosaurs or the ceratopsians. So just to give you a heads up about that. Now its brain for its body size is not very large, and so it is a very small brain. So anything associated with behavior, so like its smarts and its in how it would have actually calculated, how it would have actually gotten everything in the brain, all the information into its brain, would actually be very slow and also probably not very quick-witted. And so this animal is not the brightest of all dinosaurs, like most sauropods are. And it's very slow moving, so it is not going to be built for speed, as you can tell by the large size of Dreadnoughtus, being 84 feet and 20 feet tall and weighing in at 42 tons. It is not going to be very fast, and so its top speed might actually be just below 5 miles per hour, so not very fast. Now when they laid their eggs, they actually did lay large eggs that were as large as a soccer ball, so very large eggs, very, very large eggs. And so we actually know that it actually probably squatted, does not have an egg tube like some turtles do today, like what the Diplodocus had in Walking with Dinosaurs, but it's not going to have that. Most sauropods probably just squatted down to lay their eggs. They probably did not have like an egg tube, but there is a possibility it could have an egg tube, but we don't know because soft tissues don't fossilize very well. And it has a long tail, and it uses its body size as its defensive weapon. So if you're big, you can actually be pretty much almost indestructible. And so predators tend to not go after the really full-grown adult sized animals. They tend to usually go after the smaller or the weakest individuals. And speaking of predators, talk about some of the predators that actually lived alongside Dreadnoughtus. And so Abylosaurs were more common predators around the time. And so being in South America, you actually have certain types of Abylosaurs like Carnotaurus, Allosaurus, and Scorpiovenator. And so those would actually be the types of predators that would actually be going after Dreadnoughtus most of the time. Now, Carnotaurus was actually on its last legs when Dreadnoughtus actually came around, and so we might actually have seen Carnotaurus too much when Dreadnoughtus came around. But Allosaurus and Scorpiovenator were actually the types of Abylosaurs that were actually very common during that time when Dreadnoughtus was around. And these predators mainly went only after the young and the weakest members of the herd, and they were at risk for that type of predation. And so those animals have to be very wary of predators. And if there is an injured one, those predators will tend to go after that type of animal. And of course, the extinction of Dreadnoughtus is that it lived all the way to 66 million years ago. So the 6 to 7 mile-wide asteroid that hit the Gulf of Mexico around 66 million years ago caused numerous amounts of effects. Strong earthquakes, probably magnitude up to 10. So very, very strong earthquakes. And of course, after the asteroid struck, it billowed out a bunch of dust into the atmosphere, blocking out the sun, so all the plants died. And so once all the plants died, the herbivores actually go extinct first, and then the carnivores went extinct afterward once there's not enough to eat for the carnivores. All right, that's it for now. Now, as you can tell, the next episode would actually be in August 9th of 2018, and there'll be a Q&A episode. So if you got any questions about dinosaurs or any other prehistoric life, feel free to email me at dinocris71@gmail.com and submit your questions there. Or otherwise, you could go on my Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts of Dino Chris. Like the page, you can actually post your questions in the comments section or even on the wall. You can also follow me on Twitter at CSGRALL. That's my Twitter page. I post pretty cool stuff on there. And remember to keep your questions short and to the point when you're actually submitting your questions. And don't send me questions on Twitter. I do not answer questions on Twitter. And so just mainly on Facebook and by email. And also, everyone, take care of the people around you. And also, for younger people out there, also always make sure to listen to your parents, your teachers, and your guardians. It's the best motivation you can have. A good education. It's very important to have a good education. So with a good education, you get a good job in the future. All right, that's it for now. And I'll see you guys next time.